How would you like to have a special tutor that's right there showing you what you have done and what went right and what you need to fix? This is what's available in ChatGPT, and you can do it right now. And I'm going to show you how this works in this video, along with some other really good things. Here it is. You might see that and recognize this is from ChatGPT, Your Year with ChatGPT, and that's what's focused here on that lower right corner. You get that when you press the plus sign on asking the question in ChatGPT. Well, I just did that, and I got to tell you, this is amazing. It goes back over the year, what you did right, showing you your strengths and where you really are. And I looked at that, thought, that's pretty good. I didn't realize I was doing that. But here it is telling me that it got from the articles that I was writing, the voices that I put through ChatGPT. Now, this is something that I'm giving to the world, so there's not a real super privacy issue on it. Now, this is not tapping into things that you do want to keep private, your financial information, things like medical records, and other information that we all want to keep private. Doesn't mean we're doing anything wrong. No, you have some areas that you don't want the world to know about. But this over here, we can use in ChatGPT to find out what we are doing, so that ChatGPT comes in really much like a well-trained, high-priced tutor or coach that is helping you in the specific areas where you need it. This is really just blowing me away. So what I wanted to do is show you some of what I got. I'm not going to show you everything because it gave me some things about me that I'm going, ooh, that's right. Ooh, maybe that'll work. And it said, your strengths are here, Terry, but also over here, you're kind of blowing it. Come on, Terry, you can get with the program. You don't have to do that. And it's using a language that I think is pretty nice too, the way it does it. It shows me what's going on. So let me come back over here to this. What I did is I got this from ChatGPT and asking about it, and then I dumped it over here into Google Docs so I can look at it, so I can see like it. So I put in a prompt here. I said, what is your year with ChatGPT as a function here, and what can it do? And so ChatGPT came back. Look at this. Great question. This one's actually pretty useful when used intentionally. Now, I like the way that it said that. It says here, you want to think of ChatGPT's version of a year in review as a review and wrapped experience, but focused on how you used ChatGPT over the past years. It's an interactive reflection experience, not just a static request. This is the beauty of it. It's not just saying, here's what you did, here's there. And we're used to Google of long, long ago, like around 2021, 2022, etc., before all the LLMs, large language models, came out. Now you want to think in terms more of interaction, so that you're treating it, much like we like to say now, as a creative conductor. We have talked about being a content creator, and we still are. We create content in the form of video, audio, and things like that. But you want to look at yourself as a creative conductor. Think about a conductor who's there at the orchestra, and he knows what to do when they need the brass to come through a little bit more. They know when they need the wind instruments to come through, a little bit more percussion. A real good conductor will know where she should rely on this group versus that one, and when we need to have silence for this one. Conductors do that beautifully. Well, that's what you and I get to do, and this is one of the ways that we can find out how to conduct your content creation better all the time, as it gives you really good things and what we can do with it. Notice what it says here. Oh, and by the way, you notice this little picture I put in here? Put this in here, I'll move it down a little bit. I created that in Gemini by using Google Docs. And I went in and had it create a picture of a man. I described it with my words, a shaved head man, not bald, but shaved head guy there thinking about things, wondering and all that. I just thought I'd put it. I do it just for me, okay? You do what's going to be right for you. But you see what it shows you? It says it can show you when you launch your year with ChatGPT. It typically surfaces things like your usage patterns, the types of conversations you had most, learning, writing, strategy, research, troubleshooting. How has your usage evolved over the year? Early curiosity, deeply, more, or advanced use, things like that that can be really, really helpful as it does it, and it shows you what's there. And I find this was really good, and I thought, one of the questions I asked it is this over a calendar year? Because I remember I got it just a few weeks ago. It's January as I'm recording this, and in the end of December, it showed, here's what you did. I said, well, can I see for the last 12 months? And it came back and said, no, we don't do that quite yet. But what you can do is say, show me the year, and now tell me the most recent 3 months. I thought, okay, I haven't tried that yet, but that'd be something to be good to take a look at and see what's going on and how we can use it and the kind of effective applications that it would have. I like this here when it said the themes you kept coming back to, the topic you explored repeatedly, long-running projects, interests, or problem areas, skill building trends. Hey, that's nice. Like the AI tools you have, the content research you're doing, and the content creation, I should say, learning languages, business strategy. See, it remembers all of those from the conversations I had. And this underlines the importance of using ChatGPT. I prefer with the voice mode, so you just pick up your phone and you talk to it back and forth as if you were talking to a really good, really smart friend, or a very good, really smart intern that's going to help you. Remember, you are in charge. ChatGPT and the other LLMs that we use and love are subordinate to us as human beings. We're doing it for the human beings. So now what we've got to do is take a look at the real issue here is what it's good for. Why would you use this thing? What are the real benefits of using it? Well, I wanted to find out myself, so I went into ChatGPT, and when I asked it what it's good for, especially for someone like you, now, but when it says you, it's referring to me. It knows me, Terry Brock, and it gets to know me. So this is good as a friend. And again, there's certain things we keep separate that are not going to be public, but others that it can. It says this is where it gets interesting. For content creators, speakers, consultants, entrepreneurs, it can help you. Notice it was zeroed in on those areas where I am, the areas where I do my work and what I do as a professional speaker, as a content creator, putting all those together. And it'll spot patterns that you didn't consciously notice. Ooh, that is nice. It says, oh, I keep circling back to kind of things, back and forth. And it's, for me, repurposing AI tools and audience growth. Those are key in the work that I do for my audience. They want to know about how to use these tools, how we can grow audiences and what to do. ChatGPT knows that, and so it finds that and really helps a lot in those particular areas. And what it will do then, it's going to see where ChatGPT worked with me and where it became a research assistant, a thought partner. I like that term, thought partner. Someone that you can talk to back and forth to get ideas, and creative amplifier. Those are real important. And use it as input for planning, for content themes for the coming year. So you want to find out what are people looking for. It will give you that as well. And I use it for the work that I do as a professional speaker when I'm speaking to audience, for the talks that I'm giving, for workshops, and the frameworks that we've been circling around and naming yet, without naming those yet. So it gets to that a little bit later. So then it also tells you what it's not. It says, let's be blunt. I like this part of it. It comes in and it says, okay, I'm going to give it to you straight. And it's because I put that in the prompt. I would encourage you to do that as well. Say, don't hold back. Give me the brutal, hard truth of what I'm doing right and what I'm doing that I need to change. And so we're going to find that out. It does that very, very well in the way that it works with us, and it helps us in these in a real profound way. And I like this here when it says it's going to be blunt. It's not a productivity scoreboard, and it's not judging. By the way, here's another one of my pictures there. It's good or bad usage. It's not meant to reduce or replace analytics or business matrix. I'll go in expecting dashboards and KPIs, those key performance indicators, and you'll be underwhelmed. If you go in curious about how you think and create, it's surprisingly insightful. So this is a tool I recommend you look at. I've got about 53, 54 pages over on Google Docs of what I got with it, of an expert coming in and helping me to look at what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. Again, you want to go into it. It's in ChatGPT in version 5.2, and I believe this is available for free, but I'm not sure. I'm using the paid version, $20 a month, and it helps you with that. And by the way, this is very similar to another tool I highly recommend looking into, and that is Ask AI, which let me get it right here. I keep trying. It's going to be fun. It's just us here. It's called Ask Studio with YouTube Studio. So Ask Studio is what you want. And what I do with that is I have it look at my YouTube channel and the videos I've done. And it finds where people dropped off when they were watching and they bailed out. And when we start seeing a common point, that's a good signal that it tells me, hey, Terry, you were talking about oodlywomps here, or whatever it is. And the oodlywomps, so when you talk about oodlywomps, people jump out. Don't say oodlywomps anymore, okay? You get the idea. So we can do that. We can make sure that it's there. So write that down. If you have a YouTube channel, you're watching this, I know many of you are using YouTube, and I love it, both for learning, myself, watching and learning, but also for creating. And be sure and bounce over to our Stark Raving Entrepreneurs YouTube channel so you can see what's going on there. So what do you think of this little guy, this little Ask ChatGPT, what's going on, your year in review, what happened when you were using ChatGPT and how it worked? Let me know what you think. How is that working out for you? Because this is something that can help you, as we are here to help you at Stark Raving Entrepreneurs. Gina Carr, my partner, and I working on this, show people how to do this and how to start making it happen in a real world. We've got a team of people, a variety of people, members from around the world that come and visit us, get answers to their questions in a real, no holds barred, but in a wonderful supporting community kind of way. We'd like you to come over and take a look at that and be with us and drop a note there as you will. And also, we're going to be talking about many other things in the future here. So be sure and stop by and take a look at what we've got and how we're going to help you, all here with the live and let live idea. The idea that you are able to do what you want to do, don't harm others, don't take their stuff. That's how we phrase it here at Stark Raving Entrepreneurs to help you on that. So come over and see us there, starkravingentrepreneurs.com. You'll find out a lot of good things that are available, and we can help you on that so that you can get some of the good information that you need in some powerful ways. So this way you can get the information you need in a real, usable way. Well, I'm Terry Brock with Stark Raving Entrepreneurs, and hey, I want to show you that thing I talked about with Ask Studio. Yeah, when I botched it up there a little bit ago. The Ask Studio, it's really good, and we got a video for you right here. This video will show you what it does, how you can use it. Get ready to be blown away when you see that one. Thanks for joining me today.